Welcome back to Generative Art on the Blockchain. Today we are going to be showing you how to publish your NFTs onto OpenSea for sale so that you can sell your NFTs, earn money, and just kind of get your name out there more. Show you a place where you can actually publish these NFTs that you're creating and try to earn some money, be a part of the marketplace. To get started, we're going to do a simple NFT. We're actually going to recreate the one I just showed you. We're going to be making this transform and blend. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spin up the glitch project to get the initial code. And while that's warming up, actually it should be just about ready. Okay, so we've got the code. I'm going to select it all. I'm going to copy it. And now we're going to head over to our React codebase. If you don't have this codebase, you can just check the description of this lesson. It's going to take you to the React website code, where you can view, if you visit Sweetman Tech on GitHub, you can check out the blockchain art P5JS React. And this is up to date with all of the different pages that we've been creating. So now that we've got the code downloaded, I'm going to create a new sketch. I thought I had a sketch for cats, but I guess I don't. Or maybe I don't have the latest version. Get pull origin main. I've already done this. Oh, okay, there we go. So I just got the cats. There we go. Okay, so now I've got my cats as well as my day 5 sketch. So I'm going to clone day 5, copy, paste it. We're going to rename this to day 7 OpenSea. And I'll make it the D capital just to mimic what we've already got going on in day 5. We're going to delete a lot of the stuff that we don't need. Okay, canvas width we're just going to make 500, canvas width we're just going to make 500, parent sure. I don't think we need anything else inside of our setup function. And now inside of our draw we are going to delete everything. And I don't think we need this function. This was only for our last one. So we'll delete that function. And then we'll leave this render down here. We're gonna then change this to day 7. We'll copy day 7 down here to day 5, make it day 7. Okay. Alright, and then over in our app.js, we're going to, so now I've got to figure out how we're going to render this at the end of it, but we won't worry about that for now. For now, let's just try to get day 7 rendered. So I'm just going to manually load day 7 /boot. Okay. So now, when we run npm run start, we should see probably some errors, actually. Development servers starting. Okay, I just got a new tab pop up. And when this page loads, yeah, we're gonna get some errors. Okay, so we've got probably a blank canvas and then all the rest of the junk. And I can make sure that this works by coming into here, and I'll change it to 7. OpenSea. And now day 7 OpenSea. So now let's add in our actual code. I want these to be on the same screen. Oh, good golly gravies. Manually copy the URL. Okay. So, going back, copying all the code, go into our website. And so instead of doing it all at once like I just did, we're going to copy it one at a time. We've already got our create canvas, so let's add our no loop. No loop's going to say that it doesn't exist, so we'll add a P5 in front of it. That way it's using our P5 library. Now we won't need a window resized function, so we are just going to copy everything inside of the draw function. Put it inside of our draw function. And now we'll get a bunch of little errors that we'll now go through and fix. So blend mode, it doesn't exist, we'll add P5. Anything that's underlined, we're pretty much just going to add the prefix of P5 just to get it running, and then we'll do a couple tweaks to make it our own. Wonder if width's defined. Let's try just adding P5 before width. Okay, let's update our rectangle mode, the center variable, rects. Now we've got these pushes and translates. Push allows us to add in styles to a specific shape without affecting the translations of our other shapes. So in this case we push and pop, so we add on some new styles and then we go back to our original popping. Concept of arrays, a lot of data structures lean on the push and pop concept. Push and pop, P5 dot pop. Okay, let's see what we got now. Let's go back over to, excuse me, my Brave browser. Okay, and now we are loading the actual shape. So now I like changing all these shapes to the color that I like, so I'm just going to quickly grab it from my existing, pick the color, grab the color, see what the color code is, take the hex value, copy that, go back into here, and instead of making the background 0, I'm going to make it my hex value. Let's see how we're looking over here on the front end now. Okay, now we've got similar to the shape that we had before. And can we make this a little bit different? Instead of having a white fill, I'm going to make the fill, let's see what other colors I've already got selected in my little guy. Wonder what happens if it's a hot pink. That doesn't feel like what I want, but let's just see how it looks. Sometimes you can be pleasantly surprised by introducing a little bit of randomness into your ideas. Okay, how we looking? Not bad. We'll keep it. We'll keep it just to show that it's different from the one that I've already minted. But if you wanted, you could actually make this random so that each time it is different. And I guess I'll quickly show that. Const r equals rand. I think it's rand p5.random 256. Is that right? Const g equals p5.random. It might be random.random 256, and then const b equals p5.random 256. I'm just going to make sure I'm doing it right like I did over here in cat, where I got some random colors for the background. Okay, I can actually copy this exactly, but it looks the same as how I just did it. Let's see if there's any difference. So So we declared a R, a G, and a B. They're all random 256, and then we set the fill as R, comma, G, comma, B. And then I should just be able to comment this out. Now let's see how we're looking over here. Blur, unexpected use of blur on line 25. Oh, I wanted B, not blur. That was silly. Ah, we've got a random loop. We should have no loop. Why are we looping? Let's add no loop at the top as well. It's weird that it was doing that. We should not have a loop. Stop it. Flash warning. How did we do it over in cat to get no loop? I just set no loop, and then it worked. Strange, strange, strange. No loop should do the trick. This should be working, so I'm surprised that it's not. Line 7 in app.js. Am I not passing in? Ah. Well, everything should be running right, so the fact that it is currently going like that is scary, so I'm not going to do the randomness. We're just going to set it at that hard-coded hot pink. Because the whole goal of this lesson is to focus on the OpenSea, so we don't need to focus on trying to get those random background colors. Okay, so we got our image. Now let's mint it. So we're going to save the image as... we'll just put it in our downloads. We're going to name it hot pink. Save that. Now we need to go to Pinata so that we can store this image on the interplanetary file system. Sign in. Once we sign in, we can upload our file. We'll select the hot pink PNG. Upload. Got our file uploaded. Now we can copy the IPFS CID. Let's go. So now we're going into our smart contract GitHub repository. If you haven't cloned this repository, it is also inside of the lesson description, so you can view it over there. Let me close everything. Close others. Okay, so we're going to go into our NFT metadata. I'm going to copy that, paste it. We're going to make this one day 7, rename day 7.json. So inside of our day 7, I'm going to make the name hot pink Udemy lesson number 7, selling NFTs on OpenSea. And now our image, I don't think I have it copied anymore, but I'll try pasting what I got. Nothing happened. Go back to IPFS, copy the resource, paste. It ends in Z7KG, verifying it ends in Z7KG. It does. So now we have created our metadata. Now we want to upload that metadata to IPFS, so I'm going to upload a file. And now we need to go to the project, so we go into my red folder, projects, experiments, 100 days of generative art. metadata day7.json, upload that, upload it. Okay, now we're getting into the fun stuff. So now I take my day7 JSON IPFS CID, go back into my smart contract, and now we go into my mint script mainnet, and I replace the URI of what we're minting with the metadata that we just created. So now we've got a new IPFS resource, and yeah, now we're ready to mint. So let's head over to our terminal. We don't care about this one. We're gonna switch tabs over into this one. And now if you check out the README, I added a couple README scripts into this repository. So to mint an NFT, you can just copy this script to make it your life a little bit easier. Paste it, and now we hit enter, and we're now minting an NFT. So we can just take a couple deep breaths. And boom, we should have just uploaded it. To verify, I'm going to take the I don't know what I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna go over to Polygon Scan. So let's go to Polygon Scan, and I'm gonna take my public key and I'm gonna search that. So this is the public key I have associated with the contract and everything that I've been minting. So I search this guy up, and then we can see 37 minutes ago I created a new contract, but something should have happened sooner, and I believe I am interacting with that contract. Let's refresh here and see if anything shows up. It might take a couple minutes for something to show up on the Block Explorer, especially if there is something else going on. This is being live streamed, but I should be able to pull this over onto this display, and then nobody can see it. Okay, so my contract address that we're using is this. So this is the contract that should be seeing the new NFT being minted, but I'm not seeing an NFT in here right now. Was my account charged? On August 20th, I sent some Matic to someone else. Wondering if I should try minting it again. I don't have a gas price, and we're just getting transaction may fail because we cannot estimate the gas limit. So I may need to start hard coding in a gas limit. However, I'm pretty sure this should be fine. Okay, let's try minting it again. No harm. Not too serious for me, so if I accidentally mint the same NFT twice, it's not a big deal for me. But if you're a musician where this starts to get serious, or you're an artist where this starts to get serious, you might care a little bit more if you mint the same piece multiple times. Why aren't we minting? My account ends with A44, and then we see that A44. Let me just look this guy up and see if any transactions are showing up in my account that aren't showing up on the specific smart contract. Okay, there we go. So here they are, the two NFTs. Are they going to show up over here too? I guess they're not in the smart contract I thought they were. Let's check out what these transactions were and see what contract they're actually interacting with. There they are. Looks like the same contract. Okay, so we've now minted our NFTs. They're showing up in our account. So now, the last step, to list it on OpenSea, we just head over to OpenSea. This is going to be one of the nice mind-blowing parts about NFTs in the Web3 space. Is boom, we can see I've got this hot pink. I'm going to hide you. Hide. It's going to ask me to sign that transaction with MetaMask. I'll sign it. So all of our art automatically appears. Every time we mint something, all we have to do is visit OpenSea, go to my profile, and then you'll see your new NFTs showing up right there inside of the OpenSea console. So once it's in OpenSea, you can go ahead and sell it. All you need to do is, when you go inside of here, you can see that the name is the same that we set inside of our metadata, and then our description is also taken from that same metadata.json file. And if we want to add more info, we can just add all of the info in down here. And now when we're ready to sell it, all we got to do is click sell. We type in our price. I'm going to make it 0.001. Yeah, $3. That sounds good to me. So we'll make it 0.001. I'll complete the listing. Unlock trading. So we'll sign that transaction. Confirm. Let's see if that gets approved. Bunch of 8s, that's looking cool. Looks like our transaction was confirmed. It should be reflected in the UI shortly. And is it gonna get reflected in the UI? There we go. So we've now unlocked training. Now let's sign the message to allow us to list it, allow OpenSea to list our asset. So we'll sign that message. And boom, we are now listed. I can take this URL and I can tweet it if I really wanted to. I don't feel like it right now, but now anybody can buy it. Anybody can buy this and I would get a cut. That's how easy it is to list your NFTs on OpenSea. You can just mint an NFT. I minted my NFT on Polygon, so it's reflected as ETH on Polygon. And then anybody can buy it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Just tweet at me at SweetmanTech on Twitter. And if you want to send me any NFTs, I now have an Ethereum ENS, sweetman.eth. So if you look me up on OpenSea, it's sweetman.eth. You'll see my ENS registration. And from there you can click owned by and see my NFT account. You can see some NFTs that I've been buying from Mint Songs and from other collections. Oh yeah, I wonder what collection this shows up in. So if we go back to my profile, we see this. It looks like it was just listed under a random. Where'd you go? Nope. I want to go back to my profile. And once we're here, it looks like it's just being listed in a random collection right now. I don't think I've given it a name, but I have the opportunity. Collections seem to be based off of the smart contract, so all NFTs being minted in the same contract looks like they are all in the same collection, but I just deployed a new smart contract to test it, and it's under a new name. So that's it for this lesson. Super simple to list on OpenSea and to start earning money on your NFTs. If you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, this is Sweets signing off.